What would you do if you were in the position to save the person who did you the dirtiest? They harmed you, they harmed others, and once they get out, they'll probably harm you and others again. What part of your humanity would scream the loudest? Savior or vengeance? I'm Jennifer Lorne, and this is The Auction. When asked where I've been, I say here, yet far gone. I am seen for what I am, a vacant vessel adrift, a floating mass of yesteryear, a ghost ship, no crew, all cargo. I refuse the horizon for fear of fading. I haunt the abyss. I am certain Jillian Noble will haunt everyone in this room today. Jillian choked on an olive skewer and died at her own party 2 weekends after her late husband, Ray Noble, fell 5 stories from a balcony at the Breakers. I did not attend either funeral. Today, the Noble Estate auction is being held for the leftovers overlooked by banks and sticky fingers. The bidding room pulsates with money and loathing from attendees that know George and I too well. The disillusioned investors call throughout the night like whores in want. My hands are empty. Christina Cavett turns to ask me the whereabouts of George as my elbow collides with the silicone mound of her left breast when bidding for Jillian's porcelain cameo strung with saltwater pearls. A steal for $6,000. How readily our compulsions swarm upon a new need. Just like the duty of a soldier wasp, frenzied until triumphant, carrying another limp katydid to join the catacomb of piled crickets and blades of grass that make its nest, so only to leave it in search for another. My hands are empty. Maggie Harvey, that snaggled-toothed cow, I finally outbid her. The beast brays and claws viciously at the turf. Dr. Carmine Harvey reassures me with a wink as he tends to his mad heifer. I am slated to meet Dr. Carmine later tonight for a nightcap and a nap at the Ritz. To plow the pertinent husbands, you need to get through their wives. The way to a man's heart, the wide, inviting avenue of his trust, is through his wife. Recently, I discovered George has the whitest, most inviting avenue of Palm Beach. Don Lowe's cold hand crawls up my thigh. His fat fingers burrow into my skin as if seeking shelter. I believe Don's species derives from some sort of gutter mollusk. Behold, the venomous street slug. He too wants what is owed, and in George's absence, I am collateral. All attendees of this auction have been wronged by my husband. George insinuated himself, listened close to find the weak spots, and became a fixture, a fact, an inevitability, a cancerous doom. Everyone here is owed a piece of George. He hides from them. He hides from me. He hides from the wreckage of his own demolition. Oh, this rage. Oh, this rage in me. Little does he know I slit throats in my daydreams. The Noble's grand piano just sold, and I ready myself to bid on the 5x9 Rococo-framed Judith beheading Holofernes 3rd edition print that once hung in their foyer. Instead, a large oddity shrouded in sordid once-white linens is wheeled to the forefront. As the linens are yanked from the mysterious silhouette, the room is breathless in anticipation of what lies beneath. Strapped to a hand truck by pulled-tight rows of leather belts lies a naked man, bound, battered, and gagged, with bulging hound dog eyes. My God, it's George,
Ladies and gentlemen,
announces the auctioneer.
Lot 27, George W. Tarpon. Male, mid-40s, philanderer, fraud, discovered under Miss Jillian Noble. Worn visible defects, still breathing, still aware. Sold to the highest bidder. 50,000. 50,000 for George W. Tarpon. 50,000 to start.
I scream against the uproar of shock and confusion. George gnaws at the gag wedged between his clenched teeth. His hapless writhing rocks the hand truck back and forth to no avail.
50,000. Who's in at 50?
Suddenly, the room erupts in merciless laughter as I weep. I alone receive red-faced George's muffled scolding, his cowardice keeping him from meeting the gazes of those he harmed and defrauded. All this rage in me. Where should I put it? Where should it go?
How about $50 per finger?
Heckles Christina Cavett's drunk husband, Tom.
I'll give you 50 per finger so the greedy rat bastard can't take anything from anyone ever again.
50 a finger, a total of 500. Going once, going twice.
The gavel slams.
Sold for $500.
The auctioneer pulls a large cane machete from his podium and marches toward George while the auction's co-exhibitor holds the hand truck steady. Wait! Wait! I start screaming. Don't! Hot blood spurts, cakes, and bubbles from fresh wounds as the auctioneer relentlessly hacks at George's hands until 10 severed fingers hit the floor with a deafening thud. Amidst George's agony, chairs creak as wary eyes shift from locked doors to each other in silent compliance.
I bid 500 a foot so he can't run off again.
Maggie Harvey shrills.
1,000 I hear, 1,000. Do I hear 3,000?
5,000 for the liar's tongue.
Bids Dr. Carmine.
6,000 I hear, 6,000 total.
20,000 for his head.
Bids Don Lowe. Oh God, George, a man whose kindness was there, now far gone. A man who bottle-fed our cat Jean Baptiste as a kitten. A man who rubbed my swollen feet after a long night of dancing. A man who vowed in sickness and in health. George's gag slips to his neck as he spits a wad of blood into my face. All this rage, all this rage, all this rage has found a vessel. No matter what I do. I look to the sky and spit at the moon. I fall to the dirt and swallow the worm. I raise my hand and place my bid. I'm Jennifer Lorne. That was The Auction. For more original short stories written and read by me, come on back. You're welcome here.